So this O Steve is brought to us by Jay. And this is something that Andy and I are going to do as a tandem. First, let me give a description. It's a warm spring day, and Aries is driving, getting ready for tonight's show. Suddenly, his car starts making a weird noise, and lights pop up on the dashboard. He proceeds to pull over to a rest stop to find out what the problem is. Not knowing the source of the problem, Aries gives Andy a FaceTime call to see if he can help. Here's how the conversation goes.
What up?
Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, my car broke down on me on the way to the hotel. It's making a weird noise. All these lights came on. You know what this means?
Not all Mexicans are mechanics, dude. You got to take it to a shop.
Damn. Do you know of one, or have you seen a shop around the area I could take it to?
I think I might have seen one. I might have saw.
Steve.
Auto parts.
Ow.
Spears and Steinberg. You know what the it is? Aries and Andy, chewing the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this. Before you was on your mama.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders.
Rollers, loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
I don't know why the James Brown. It was funny. It made you laugh.
Yeah.
But I didn't know at first why.
Well,
that was.
because it could be a little James Brownish, I guess. But
And just so you know, the jingles, Steve, because it's O'Reilly.
yeah.
But you're not musically inclined. So,
So
let me say to everybody real quick, I got a of O Steves I have yet to read, but you guys gotta make these short and sweet. You guys are giving me O Steves that run the length of from. God damn, Andy, I'm scrolling trying to find a short one, and I'm telling you, this was the shortest one.
if you guys don't put it into like a few sentences, it's not going to be funny. I'm just going to be on the longer.
I mean, it could be,
but the longer it is,
Right.
generally the least funny.
well,
it
we
is.
say like with comedy, it's okay to tell a long story, but the juice better be worth the squeeze.
And you got to put a little bit of laughs on the way there.
Well, yes, some of y'all are writing these Dewan Curse type scrolls that go on and on and on. And again, we know that it's an O Steve, so we know an O Steve is coming. But as an audience member listening, you have to go, and we're thinking like comics, you got to go, all right, I know this is an O Steve, so it's going to end with O Steve. But the longer you're sitting around, you're starting to go, this better be worth it. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't worth it. So shorten these up. I think some of these be acting like, this is my chance if I write in a whole movie.
Yes.
Something gonna pop off.
Yeah, everybody wants it to be great because they want it. They want to get the mentions. They want to get the love.
There's some, I'm sure, I don't know any, I'm not one, but I'm sure there's some great small out there that'll out you with their little meat. It ain't always got to be about big meat. Say it. It's how you work your meat, man. Work your meat. Okay.
You know what's good about that one though?
Yeah.
Because we know the commercial. You hear it in your head.
Yeah.
So you can like people will hear it after we did it.
Yeah.
People are still hearing it.
Yeah. Terrell Allen. I love this podcast. Yo, I love this podcast. You and Andy's chemistry is magical. Was it magical yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
I listen to you guys every day while smoking and relaxing, and also while waking. Here's my question to you guys. Who would y'all say is the king of R&B? I said R. Kelly, but my homies was saying Usher. Keep in mind, the person got to be alive to be the king. You know, I like R. Kelly, and I've always acknowledged R. Kelly. But R. Kelly don't do for me what it does for most of my people. I say Usher. I'm going with Usher, man. And I know R. Kelly's catalog is not to be with, but Usher, man. I'm more of an Usher guy than an R. Kelly guy.
Justin Timberlake.
That's funny. Now, please follow that up with you don't mean that.
I'm laughing, right?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
You know, listen. Out of those two picks, just
Right.
off the top, I understand your feeling for Usher and what Usher, you know, is the talent. But R. Kelly's peed on people, been to jail, and still people want to put him up on that.
My mind's telling me no, but my body telling me yeah.
Your greatness has to rise above.
Urine. Right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you have to take all that.
let me ask
and
you,
still be-
if he would it be okay if he liked to pee on people as long as they were above legal age?
Yeah, I think it would be okay.
Okay, so it's cool to piss, but just be legal.
But okay, this is where there's a trap door to that. You can't just pee on people just because you have to pee on people, not because they said it was, because they wanted to be peed on.
Well, who's gonna piss on somebody that don't know they being
well-
without permission? You don't just pee
No,
on
no,
a
no.
motherfucker.
But someone might give you permission because you're R. Kelly and they're working for you in the music and you're using your power over the top of them. We want women to show up saying, "I need to be pissed on. Who's here to piss on me?" Those people you can piss on.
Or you establish with a woman, hey, I'm into peeing on bitches,
yeah.
so can I pee on you? Wouldn't it be crazy? You ain't never just had sex with a broad and just thought, you know, let me whip my dick out, or while I'm, let me just piss on this without permission?
No,
Okay, all right.
you never peed on anybody in the shower though.
I have. You mean them knowing it or not knowing
Not
it?
knowing it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's such an immature thought process. Have you ever been peed on a shower knowing it?
No,
Would you ever let a woman pee on you in the shower?
the woman.
I don't think that counts.
The woman. It has to be. It would have to be the woman. Would have to be the woman, and it would also have to be like she would really like. There would be a reason for this to happen. Like it would have to be
But if you're in the shower, this is why I'm saying it don't count.
in the shower because you don't know and you don't feel it. It just comes right off you.
It's right. It's liquid with liquid. I don't even think you could smell it. In the bed where there's no liquid, and that's the only liquid, and you're gonna smell that, and you gotta lay in it, play in it, roll around in it. That counts.
Yeah, but what you just said, okay, in the shower, she pees on you in the shower, and it's okay because it's just liquid and you don't even feel it. But when she's with her girls later that day, and she goes, you know, Aries likes me to pee on him in the shower, and I just do it for him because I know he likes it. Are you okay with that? Because
Has she told somebody?
She's gonna tell her girlfriend she's peeing on you in the
Or
shower.
I'm convinced they're gonna talk anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the shower. If it's in the shower, you're
I
good.
like in on Elephant in the Room when Patrice did the joke at the end where he talked about guys when we have a money shot, we have a receipt where he goes, ladies, let's be honest, if you could egg her face, you wouldn't do it. Like, come here, mother, and shoot a couple of eggs out on his face. And he started, why you egging my face? And she started telling her friends, girl, I just egged in his face. Why you tell your friends about our relationship? Bitch, shut the up. And she talked to us like how dudes talk to women. But if women could, I don't know if it's eggs, and I know some women, but if women could a man and shoot liquid all over your face, even if it had the what am I looking for? The texture of male, it had a thickness to it, a milk. Would you let that happen? Would you let a woman shoot on your face?
Well, would you let it? Is essentially it's just not as heavy, but would you let it go?
I think
square?
that makes a difference.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's turn me on.
Yeah, what you're talking about just like
Like I've had a girl, and she while she's and that splash hit me in the face like spackle. You know what I mean? She's popped on my, and I just get caught with shrapnel.
but it just runs off your face. You're talking about if it just hits you
I
in the
mean,
face,
like a
Spider-Man on your face,
like
just
a,
stayed
like a,
right there.
like a, it's
stayed right there.
milky and just, you know what I mean, thick.
If the moment is going and that's normal,
Attaboy!
you got to go for it. But what's funny with I think dudes have to. We need that because if we didn't and we just stayed hard, we'd until we probably died.
Oh,
It
yeah.
lets us know that we're
absolutely.
done.
We're done. It's bow out. It's tap out time.
Otherwise,
Yeah, and I've tried to pass. Well, first of all, when my go ew ew ew, the Pac-Man music is done. My dick is Weekend at Bernie's. It need help being carried to the next room. But yeah, you know what? That's one of those. It's like one of them old sayings your grandmother used to hit you with. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You go to a buffet and you hungry. You think you can eat the whole buffet, and you might even try to, but you can't. You get full. You're done. When I'm horny, I want to till the bitch got to go to the emergency room. But once I come, I'm done. I'm the one that got to go to the emergency room. That's that male ego, that king dingaling.
yeah.
Yeah, but yo, it would turn me on, man, if a broad could just cock her leg over me and just yam on my face to the point where I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking through cobwebs. Would love it. Remember that scene in Aliens with Sigourney with the second one?
Yeah.
When they got the troops, and it's the first time they going through the whatever they going through, and they come up on the woman that's stuck in the.
Oh yeah. All their stuff is
They're stuck, and they think she's dead, but she's encased in like the carcass,
and then her eye just goes.
and her eyes open, and it just mute. I want a woman to on me like that.
But see, if you think about it, there's this.
I want to look like I'm cased in an alien carcass.
All scary movies. They all have that, like that gooey whatever. All
Right.
They made it scary. See, it's against men. They made it scary. They want you to be scared of it.
It's sexy. Scary is sexy.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Doug Gibson. Debate conversation. Hi, my guys. Hope everything is going well on the road. Your boy, Doug Gibson from the South. Oh. Wanted to address Andy about the debate conversation regarding Israel and Palestine. Now, before I continue reading, Andy, please keep your notes or your comments. I'm going to be like a moderator.
They're quick.
Quick.
Go ahead.
For me as a black man and coming from a practical angle, I know war is terrible for all parties except war profiteers and politicians. Andy mentioned that Israel has a freedom to defend itself from attack. Now, Palestine and its people should have place of their own and defend themselves from intrusion and encroachment on their land. The one thing I don't hear often in that conversation is that Israel is a nuclear state and Palestine is not. For a country with nuclear weapons to say they have a right or freedom to defend itself from attack from a nuclear-free state is like a bully whining about a person they bullied fighting back. Like I mentioned earlier, I just have a little knowledge of war about this conversation. Andy, if you don't mind responding, sir, please do so. I'm not saying you're pro this or that. What is evident for most people is that war is bad for most and that politics is ugly. The objective view I have is that Palestine isn't a country to f with, like some African countries now banning and running Western countries out of their homelands. Not arguing for sides, just looking at some facts and making observations. Please respond, fellas. Love you guys and keep pushing.
Okay. I didn't know what the facts were, though. Because you said just with facts. I heard argument. I heard, a feeling. I didn't. It's a nuclear power. That's a fact. We're nuclear power. We fought a lot of different people that didn't have nuclear armament. If you're threatening to use your nuclear armament that's, I don't know. Just because you have it and you're not using it doesn't mean, I don't know. People have guns and other people don't have guns. So if you have a gun and someone is with you and you have a gun, but they're with you, you don't have a right to defend yourself, even if you don't use the gun?
Yeah, you do have a right to defend yourself.
Well, just because you have a nuclear weapon, but you're not using it, does that mean that you don't have the right to defend your...
Yeah, but that's the last line of defense.
Oh, yeah, no, so they're not using it. So how is that I don't understand how it comes into play in what he's saying, whether you have a right to defend yourself. And I understand some of the other questions. I kind of understood there's a lot that was in there, so I'm going to try, and we're going to keep it quick. In 2005, Israel left Palestine, removed everything that was Israeli. Removed all their people, removed the cemetery bodies, removed other Jews by force outside of it. It was Gaza was completely given to the PA, the Palestinian Authority, I think, and then there was an election, and then Hamas won some of the seats, and then the Palestinian Authority won others, and then the Hamas killed the Palestinian Authority, took over completely. They've been given money and billions of dollars to take care of the Palestinian people, and what they did instead was burn down businesses because they said they didn't want any Jewish businesses left in Palestine. What I would say is that they didn't want people to make money outside of the way that the Hamas wants them to make money. So if you keep people poor and you tell them that this other country is the one that's doing it to you, you're going to be angry with that other country. There's more to it than that. I just simplified it for this. It's oversimplification. There's reasons for Palestinians to, or the people who live in the territory of Palestine to be upset. There are things, and it's historical, and it's which side did which first. It's so much more complication than that. But to your point that they have a weapon so that they shouldn't be able to defend themselves, it's not because they're a bully. They were at home. They were attacked, so now they're defending themselves. All they asked, if the hostages were to be released and Hamas was to disband, and the war would have been over, and that still hasn't happened. They have tunnels underneath. They're still fighting, and war is horrific, and no one's happy about it.
War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say again. I remember I was at the, what was that? That was first fight I ever went to in Vegas with Norm Nixon was Bo and Holyfield. And that was the Fan Man. And at one point when the Fan Man flew in and they started beating his ass, they played that song. War, what is it good for? Crowd was amped. Absolutely nothing. So. All right. TJ Tucker. Andy, believe in the coca. Yo, A&A just watching the Wise Guys episode right now. Writing this question to Andy, why wouldn't we listen to the whole episode? Engagement-wise, the part 1 and part 2 is a great idea, but every now and then, just give us the full length. No Diddy pause. I'm down regardless, but I do miss the longer episodes. Look forward to... I like this nigga. Looking forward to you guys coming to the UK. I'm going to come to the UK, bruv. I learned that. Bruv. You know what I'm saying? They say bruv.
Bruv?
You know, I mean bruv.
Does it sound tough or not tough to you?
It sounds like something Brandon would say.
Oh, no. Here we go.
I'm going to have security there because he's threatened me life. So I've got to protect myself, bruv.
I don't want to get hit by something that was meant for you.
What if it was meant for me? You get hit by that?
No, I don't want to get hit by that's meant for you either. That's just a problem for me.
Okay.
All problems.
So he liked the longer.
Yeah,
you know, there's some
it.
people that will and some people that won't. I don't know.
Just real quick, it's in the algorithm, and they find out how long people really listen to episodes. And even though you have the time and you make time for it, there's people that listen to lots of different podcasts and they don't spend the same amount of time, or they listen to in their car. There's other reasons why. I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, it's fun when we get to have an argument like we did on yesterday's podcast, and we take an extra half an hour. But that's. As much as the people that are steadfast that like it, that doesn't mean everybody likes it.
You just gave me a idea for Steve. I don't care if they hear it on this, but when Steve gets the note, it'll be corrected. Hey, Steve, before you put yesterday's episode out, after Andy says that's a show, I'm going to send you the clip from Lean On Me where Robert Guillaume and Morgan Freeman says, "You really think you bad, don't you?" And then he says, "Come on, let's go get something to eat."
Yeah.
Because contrary to popular belief, I am the head nigga
That's
in
what
charge.
I was. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. You really think you bad, don't you? Come on, let's go get something to eat. That was great. B Dowdy. That. What do you think this email is about?
I have no idea.
What's up, A&A? It's your 6'9" listener, B Dowdy. Day one listener, love the podcast. And for the record, the B in my name is Brandon with an EN at this point in the game. Your podcast probably has millions of listeners, and within those listeners, there are bound to be hundreds, if not thousands, of Brandons listening. As a member of the Brandon delegation, we would humbly request that you only refer to Brandon from the UK as from the UK. Because at this point in the game, we know who you're talking about. We of the Brandon community have replaced Brandon from the UK, excommunicated, and is not allowed to use the name Brandon, or as a great rap philosopher would say, he is not like us. On to other topics. Deadpool and Wolverine was a great movie, and I will watch it 1,000 more times once it hits Disney+. You mentioned you didn't know of Deadpool in the comics when you were coming up, and here is why. First appearance of Deadpool, The New Mutants, 98 cover, dated February 1991, published December 11th, 1990. By then, I'm pretty sure you would not have been reading comics at the level to know where he came from or where he first appeared. I want to take a moment to say that the word potential is an amazing word. I told you, Andy, man, even though it's not a real one. That reminds me of that moment in Guardians of the Galaxy when Rocket says to Thor, that's a made-up word. And Thor responds, all words are made-up words. So aren't they?
Yeah.
It's not a real one. That word can be placed on Urban Dictionary officially if you want to place it there with a definition, and that could be used for many different things across many different topics and subjects, not just sports. Brandon Dowdy.
Hey, Brandon, this isn't for you, but I do have a word that's on the Urban Dictionary, noveling, which is a long or unnecessarily wordy text message.
Noveling.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when they send those Steves, they're noveling.
Noveling, yeah.
Damn.
That was one that I made up a long time ago.
That's not a real word?
Not for that definition,
Oh.
noveling.
But noveling is a real word.
No, I don't think it is a real word, noveling. You'd write a novel, you'd be writing a novel, not noveling.
So you made that up?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded authentic than a motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, so does potential.
Well, yeah, but all right.
But that was more like in my dumb way I say things.
Yeah. But no, it's genius. It's genius because it explains two things at once. I think this is from Andy.
Oh, you should just from now on just say Brandon UK then, or UK Brandon, so people know what's coming.
Yeah, but you got to say cocksucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like McDonald's, nigga. That's
Yeah. I do like that he said the Brandon delegation, though. I mean, he really.
Yeah, they had a meeting.
Yeah, it was official.
How we get rid of this cocksucker? All those in favor for getting rid of cocksucker Brandon, say aye. Oi, bruv. All right. I think this is from my girl A.B. Song for my titties. Because remember we asked the women if you pull your titties out, what song would we hear? I've been a little behind. Life has been lifing.
I like that word.
I like that too. I'm hanging in there as per your request when I take my bra off. Freedom by George Michael. Freedom. You know what's sexy about that too, though? Is the sweat underneath the titties. When a girl's been wearing a bra all day, you ever take your finger and swipe underneath the titty and smell your finger and smell that titty sweat?
Didn't you used to do that?
Yeah, son.
Dude, you got to bring that back. You haven't done that in a long time. You should throw that back.
Oh,
out
the
there.
joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
I don't either. But I just
don't
when
even
you
fucking
said that, remember, I was just like, man, I haven't heard that in a long time.
about that. Yep. I'm like Frank Sinatra. What are the hits, baby? What are the hits? Give me the hits.
I like that joke. That was good.
But have you ever done that?
No.
Titty sweat, dude. Women love that too. They might get a little, because they be conscious. Be like, let me take a shower. Be like, no, just give me the titty sweat. You ain't got to take no shower. This ain't about you. It's about me. I sniff under the titties like it's lines. Like Andy, I'm nasty, but I'm not nasty. You know? Like you ain't gonna find 10,000 baby oil bottles at my house. You ain't gonna find an assortment of offensive. You're not gonna find one.
I think it's funny though, because I could just see you like you make a sandwich and then you're looking at it and go, it's missing something.
Titty sweat.
Get over here.
Yeah, it's rub the sandwich underneath the titties. Yeah, ain't nothing like bologna and titty sweat. My bologna has a first name. It's Titty. My bologna has a second name. It's Sweat.
It's like when you go over to
Now I got titty sweat on my lunch meat. Now it's time to eat.
it's like when you go to any of the Subway places.
Yeah.
And you get the oil and vinegar mixture
Yeah.
that they just squeeze bottle out. You just have titty sweat in a squeeze bottle.
Nah, you put the well, no, that would be different. I was gonna say put the nozzle on her nipple and squeeze, but then that's milk. That ain't
Yeah.
titty sweat.
Yeah, but you could have had that with your cookie.
Cookie and titty milk.
You were listen. This goes on all the time. Aries will see like a pastry that he likes, so he'll buy the pastry.
Man, yesterday we went to Jimmy John's and they had, and I don't really ever buy cookies from Jimmy John's, but it was like white chocolate chip pumpkin spice cookie.
It's such a girl thing that you just described,
What?
but pumpkin spice chocolate,
White chocolate, but that's
cookie.
what it was.
I know.
So that intrigued me like, yo, a pumpkin flavored spice cookie with white chocolate chips. Man, with some cold milk.
So he's on a mission because he has to find milk. They don't have any at the hotel. If you
They
would-
didn't have none at Jimmy John's. The club really did. I think they did, but I waited too late or something.
so you got up today.
I got up today, walked around the corner to the Quick Trip in the rain with an umbrella, and I got me a quart of milk, nigga. And I ate my white chocolate chip pumpkin spice cookie with milk.
I put some milk in my coffee, or I put it on cereal. I don't have milk any other way.
Boo! All right.
I mean, mixed with things like cheese, but not.
What do you mean cheese and
Cheese is made out of milk.
oh,
I mean, I'll have things that are made out of milk. I just won't have a glass of milk. Glass of milk is gross, dude.
you just hurt you hurt me
Gross.
sometimes.
It's cow lactation.
Cow lactation. Did I read this one from Mookie? Oh yeah, I did. Oh my God, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Okay. Boom. James Miller. Wise guy, bad monkey. What up, dudes? Listen to the pod about the David Chase Sopranos doc, and it made me think about something regarding Tony's death, or as Andy would put it, our death. When the scene starts, and then Tony walks to the restaurant, he pauses and looks straight ahead, and the camera shows him already sitting at the table. I rewound. I know there's some people listening to me read this going, not again. I rewound and watched it a few more times, and every time I noticed this. Could this mean he's already dead? Is he looking at himself at the table after he already got popped, and we're seeing what he wished happened? Him having a nice meal with his fam, and I don't know. Just a thought. But the fact that when he enters the restaurant, he stops and looks forward, and the camera shows him already at the table, that he obviously couldn't have gotten to that quickly, it makes me think that he's looking at himself. I don't know, just a thought. What do y'all think? On another note, have you seen Bad Monkey on Apple TV with Vince Vaughn? I know y'all love him as much as I do, and he is Vince Vaughn doing his best Vince Vaughning on this show, LOL. It's a comedic cop drama, and it may not be all that way up your alley, Aries, but I think Vince Vaughn's character will keep you watching. Anyway, keep the pod alive, and I'll keep listening. Love what you guys do, both here and on stage. Keep killing it. Peace, Jigsaw. I'm gonna play a game.
We talked about it,
Incessantly.
but we haven't seen it.
Oh, wait, no, what? Bad Monkey?
Yeah, we talked about it though, about going to see it because we brought up the name of it. We brought up the name, and you made a whole thing about it.
Really? I don't recall.
Yeah,
Really?
I want to see it though.
Yeah, I don't even recall anything about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not gonna beat up the Tony Soprano thing anymore. I mean, we at this point, I figure it's your own interpretation.
I don't think, what he said, it could be. I mean, you can't put anything past David Chase.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At this point, I think it's whatever your interpretation is.
And I kind of like that because he's right. We keep talking about it.
Yeah. Insert Tony Soprano impression here. I fucking chuck my. All right, Ray Cooper. I've been working at the Wall Show week. Thank you for an awesome podcast. What's good, double A and A? First time emailer. Oh, Steve, do it. And long-time listener since episode 128. I just want to say to you guys, you are the best for real, for real. I've recently just gotten out of rehab, which I admitted myself in July 13, 2023, and gotten out June 15, 2024. In the process, cleaning myself from alcohol and weed and having an intimate relationship with God. I was recently divorced from a 17-year relationship, 12 years marriage with 2 beautiful kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. While doing right in my life, it hit me like a ton of bricks, but it. I signed those papers back in May 2023, and since then, all I could do was push forward in my life and do what's right. You guys' podcasts have heavily got me through this divorce, through all aspects, from Andy not washing his ass with a rag to Aries' impression, especially my favorite character, Bobby Patterson kid. Thank you guys for getting me through my depression and long days at work. It means a lot to me and more than appreciated. Much love from the 205. I'm 37 and still handsome young black man. Oh, I'm 37 and still I'm handsome young black man and can't possibly be beat. Until next time, fellas, keep the raw coke coming. Hope no $10 a lot of money, LOL. No $10, brother. Not only did rehab help you with your problems, but it made sure that you were in good enough condition to not up.
And congratulations on your graduating from rehab.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when we see you, we should celebrate. We should all have a drink.
That's a shitty thing to say. No, man. Sometimes it's hard to take that out of your life, but if you want to put your life together and you need that, more power to you. And it's not easy. So congratulations.
I wonder what do you substitute the itches for or the urges when you want to drink?
I had a friend that was an alcoholic and cocaine addict, and he did like caffeine and cigarettes.
But that's bad for you, both of them.
But they tell you though, what he told me is that don't try to quit the caffeine as you're battling still your addiction, because you're never the addiction's there. You have it, you push there. So, but don't try to give all that up. But he used to get these bags of chocolate covered espresso beans. And yeah, they're pretty good. Actually,
beans. They're not like coffee beans.
They're roasted coffee beans, and they're covered in chocolate, and you just eat those.
Oh,
and they're actually not bad. You can't eat a lot of them though. But he would just eat them by the fistful, and he would just drink coffee all day and smoke cigarettes.
He would eat them by the what?
By the fistful, man.
No diddy.
No, dude. And if he didn't have those chocolate covered ones, he just ate roasted beans.
That's fucking disgusting.
Dude, yeah. You just need that. You need that.
Ooh.
I don't know what everybody else does. That's what he did.
Right. All right. All right, Ray. Let's see. And I'm, somebody wrote in the YouTube section something about we read the same emails over and over and over. Those are the people that are consistent, but we read new ones too. That was a new one. So back up. Wait. Back the. I was trying to do Joe Pesci in that,
The reason sometimes a lot of older people who write in, not older people, the people who are our long-standing emailers get read a lot is because they write short emails.
They don't be noveling.
They know they know what will flow with our podcast, so they get in a lot more. That could be a little bit of it as well. Just throwing that out there to you, trying to write these emails and get on. Shorten them up a little bit. Make it easy to read.
Jonathan Moore, stop the Andy hate. First, want to start out by saying, Andy, congratulations on the wedding. The wedding's been a while ago. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know, there's been some news since then.
I can't even get it on.
It's his divorce tattoo. They get divorced.
It says TNA forever.
Aries, just want to say you're a funny. Can't lie. When I do something great at my job, I yell, I'm a goddamn genius. I give you quotables, man. Okay. With that out the way, please listen to the podcast A little more. Not to dick ride Andy, for me, pause, but Andy never once said he was going to vote for Trump. His always said he liked some of the... His always said, all right, $10, a lot of money. His always said he liked some of the policies, which even some African Americans say the same thing. I sound like a woman that got slapped by a man. Even some African Americans say the same thing. So please stop acting like this man is the white devil. Now, is he the white devil or is he the white devil? And your mom's calling Aries and is wild. Aries, if you ever ask for new pics of pets again, I'm going to call Peter. That was just really wild. Aries. I have to ask Andy, I would to hear your opinion too. Jonathan.
We got it though.
All right. I would like to hear your opinion too on Marlon Wayans saying his Jay-Z when it comes to he's Jay-Z when it comes to writing his specials. Timestamps 30, 30, 40. Oh shit. Aries, you've matured.
Yeah, be mature.
Growth.
And be grown. Be grown.
Be grown.
Be grown. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't even go there. There's no reason to.
Okay.
When's the last time Dave Chappelle told someone else their special wasn't as good as his specials?
I wasn't going to say that.
I know, or that it wasn't good in period. He doesn't need to say anything. Let everybody's comedy stand in its own place. People decide. We don't get to decide.
P.S. I love the new style of podcast, Meat and Potatoes. Maybe come up with a theme song or some type of drop Steve could put so what we know what we getting into. Folks, listen, I know some of y'all say, Aries, you sound horrible when you read. It is not me. I can only wear the clothes that the tailor has made for me. And sometimes the pants legs, one is longer than the other. Sometimes it's one sleeve and the other's missing. Sometimes the sport coat is too tight. Sometimes there's no zipper, so I piss in my own pants. I'm just giving what the tailor gives me. Okay. So put in what we get to. Also, can I say one more? Can I say one more, Andy? When do you give the dates? When you... Okay. Let me try this again. Also, can I say one more, Andy? When do you give the dates twice? I would think to give the dates on the email episodes, since that's the more recent one to come out. Kind of eats up the episodes when y'all get into juicy ass stories. Sorry for the long email. You got more to apologize for than that. Honestly, been listening from day one, even went back and forth like Andy suggested on the episodes. So I love how it's great. So fast, 600 plus episodes. That's it. Out. Thanks. Thanks for reading my email. Oh my God. Nigga gave me an aneurysm.
We put our dates in because some people don't listen to both in a timely way. And it doesn't take away from the pod because we're going to put those at the end no matter what. The pod's over when we get to that point. What do you got? Anything else?
No. Frank Williams. Oh, boy, Frank Williams. A&A Cereal. What's up, A Boogie and newlywed Andy? First, I want to say to Andy, bro, I really don't get why people have an issue with you. I appreciate you. Did you hear yesterday's episode? Yeah, did you hear yesterday's episode, Terry? It's here. I appreciate your POV you bring to the pod, and you are very well spoken.
Sometimes.
Yes. And you are funny too, LOL. But all seriousness, y'all make a great tandem. The no-look pass is getting sharp. Okay, so I know I've been MIA on the O Steves. They've just been doing doubles, but I do enjoy others O Steve. So I heard you guys talk about a cereal. Let me know if you guys like my idea and the catchy slogan I put at the end.
Is this an old Steve, though? Because you got to save it.
No, it's not. It's not. He's giving us slogans for our cereal.
Oh, okay.
Jewberries.
Okay.
Okay.
It sounds like it could actually be grown.
I like this one. Kike and Crunch.
Visually, it's painful for me to even. I laughed at it, but visually, I don't like the idea of it all.
I love that. Kike Krispies. for the marshmallow eaters. Cocoa yarmulkes.
I like cocoa yarmulkes.
Yeah. Instead of kicks, Afro picks. Just playing around a little bit, and here is the slogan. If you're feeling hungry and in the mood, put down your swastika and put on your yarmulke, and pick up a spoon and get some cereal made by a Jew and a coon. I don't know if that's catchy.
What about? I like the idea of what was the yarmulke one? What was the yarmulke one again? Cocoa yarmulkes.
Cocoa yarmulkes.
And then the one after that was
Afro picks.
cocoa yarmulkes and Afro picks.
Like together?
Yeah.
Cocoa yarmulkes and Afro picks. Feels too long.
Yeah.
But what I like about cocoa yarmulkes is you get both things in one.
Yeah.
You get you with the yarmulke and me as cocoa.
I just like the
Cocoa flavored yarmulkes. That's not bad.
No, I like that, but I just Afro picks. I don't know why that sounds right to me, because it's right. Afro picks.
Right. What if it was,
Dude, you know what?
What if it was Afro and it's marshmallow where the hair is the cereal? And then, when you put the milk in, it just looked like all the came.
This is why we're 3.
And I like Jewberries, man.
Jewberries. It seems like that could actually grow.
Jewberries, but what would be the thing? Because when I hear berries, I'm thinking Captain Crunch, a lot of colored balls. What would be the thing to make it Jewish? The berries.
I don't know, but it sounded like Tony Soprano asking me that question right there.
What the thing to make it a Jewish?
Jewberries. Yeah.
Jewberries. It's Jews, but what are the thing to make it Jewish?
I don't know. We'll work on that one.
What was I just gonna say? What if, remember, what was the name of the cereal where you could spell shit in your bowl?
Apple Jacks? No.
Alphabets.
Oh yeah, alphabet.
What if there was a cereal? I don't know what the name is. What if it was okay, Jewberries. They're berries, but on each of the balls individually, there's Jew apologies. I'm sorry. I'm just a bunch of Jew apologies. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry, but once you eat the cereal, you can't mix it with meat.
Yeah.
You can't have any meat now for 8 hours because it won't be kosher.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Think about it. Jewberries. I like Jewberries. I like Kike and Crunch though. That's funny.
It's a very disturbing image in my head. When you say
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
The crunch part is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the sound, the wording.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Kike and Crunch.
But
what you got going on in your head?
yeah, not good.
Okay. Naish Dotson. Did I read this one? Poor Andy. It's Naish. I'm sure it's hard for Andy not to think that the world is, especially when talking about politics. He has clearly established himself as someone who tries to be impartial at all times. But just because the majority of people treat politics like sports, they have to put you on a team. We'll always love and support the show, but when this topic arises, it's hard to digest. Pause. Andy has to relate that he is not for one side or the other. Oh, yeah, I didn't read this, but this bothered me. Aries is ignorant to the topic because of his own personal reasons. And then you have full-blown writing in claiming Andy is right wing, which just has Andy reiterating himself. Again, Godspeed, Andy. Sorry for the ranting like a much love. I don't understand what you mean when you say I'm ignorant to the topic because of my own personal reasons. What reasons are personal?
I don't know that. You've said on this, I don't really know that. So
yeah, and it would be ignorant for me to act like I do.
Yeah, so I'm not disagreeing. So
I'm straight up and go, yo, I'm not a political dude, but I have thoughts on certain aspects of politics. I have opinions. Surely I'm able to voice them. I just don't. What you mean ignorant based on my own personal feelings?
Well, right back in. Tell them what it is. I didn't. Yeah, because the way it's worded, it could sound a little disparaging. So write in, say what you mean. I've tried to explain, and I'm glad. I do appreciate the email. I don't usually care one way or the other when people are hurt by some of the things that I've said because I know where they come from. But I appreciate that someone was able to articulate it, not me, because maybe someone will hear it differently. I'm staying, and I guess the word is neutral, not in the middle, because in the middle sounds like you don't have a choice. I'm trying to give out the best information that I can. So I appreciate it when you said it the way that you did. So thank you.
Let's end on this note, so we come somewhat full circle. From Anubis, 7 King. And this is the one I was telling you about. How does he start out? Well, I guess this is somewhat in the middle of it. Something, you go, Aries and Andy, leave. Don't describe, don't listen. He's talking about Brandon from the UK. Otherwise, shut the up and get back to work. In the words of the janitor from Set It Off, is your real name Stan? Are you and Aries and Andy Stan? You nugget. And to think that you thought commenting on my comment was going to get you heard. It honestly irritates me because Aries and Andy have to take time out of their lives, read your comments and your emails, taking up the time that is only an hour for the real fans. Move on, Brandon, from the UK. You ain't shit. You will never be shit. You, without listening to the podcast, equal shit. You are so insignificant. If you were to be die tomorrow, nobody would shed a tear. You serve no purpose in life. You are literally a waste of space. There are limited trees on the planet that produce oxygen, and it is a shame that some percentage goes out into the atmosphere and into your pathetic excuse for lungs. You are nothing more on Brandon from the UK. You ain't. You will never be. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
he went off on Brandon.
Yeah, he went off on Brandon.
You know, and the way he went off, it's very funny. It is very funny the way you piled on it. I just feel bad. It hurt me a little bit when he said if you died, no one would miss. Someone would miss him. It's his family.
Yeah, I even feel a little like,
Yeah,
that's a little too much. You know.
But when you're online, this is what you do. You go for the complete. You go for the full on tackle, man. You can take him all the way out. So
yeah. Listen, Brandon, I'm going to say something to you, and I'm not even being funny. I'm not going to come at you crazy. I really would like to know, and I'm kind of maybe sort of offering what do they call it, a branch?
Yeah.
An olive, what do they call it?
An
Is it an
olive
olive
branch?
An olive branch. I'd like to know, at what point did we either do or say something that rubbed you the wrong way, that made you disconnect? Because obviously you listened to the podcast from the very first time you ever heard it, and you liked it enough to keep flowing with it. But then somewhere along the way, something happened to where you felt the need to strike first. And all my strikes have been retaliation. But the thing that confuses me is, like I say, if you don't like it, why do you every week keep tuning in? Why? Make me understand that logic. If you think we're horrible and boo and all the tomato emojis, why are you here? For what? Wouldn't it be easier to do like Anubis said and just go, you bruvs, and just move on, man? Why are you here, brother? If you feel so strongly like that, make me understand. Right? You know what I mean? Write into Andy, because I blocked you. Write into Andy with Gmail. What is it? Funny Happens?
Funny Happens at gmail.com.
Funny Happens at Gmail. And then again, I would sincerely like to read on the podcast an email from you. No insults, no crazy talk. Let's just have a real brother to brother and talk to us, man. What happened? Where did it all go wrong? Why so nasty?
Do you really care?
I do, to a degree.
I don't.
I want to know what happens in the mind of a serial killer.
Dude, I don't think he's a serial killer. At least I hope not. And if you are, I'm glad that you're on the other side of the water. I just think he doesn't like it. He listens.
But that don't make sense to me.
People listen to what they don't like sometimes just to be mad, man.
Really?
Yeah. They want to see what you're going to say next. They want to see what else aggravating and horrible thing is going to be said. I don't know what it is, but he listens. It's a click. It's a like on there, and he wants to voice his opinion. I mean, maybe some people love to voice negative opinions, and so that's why he listens, so he can write in and voice a negative opinion. How many times, and people think about this because we all fall for this. We all get mad and say everything that we don't like. We'll tell somebody. We'll ask for about some. But how many times have we stopped to go, hey man, my server tonight. I just want to talk to the manager real quick. That server tonight. I know that sounded very white. That server tonight. Damn, he's really good, man. I'm really glad he was here, man. He made my wife feel good. He made my family feel good. That's why I come to this restaurant, and he's great. But someone up, and you're going to make sure that someone knows about it. But the dude who could made your whole night perfect, no one says anything about that. Some people really just work from that negative position.
Reminds me of that line from Batman Begins by Michael Caine. Some people just want to see the word Biden.
Yeah, I think it's true. Some people are just disgruntled.
But I don't think that's him, yo. I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not. I don't. I just assume that, and I move on. And if he writes in, it's good. I think it's funny. It's podcast theater. But I'm not gonna. If he feels that way, I'm not mad that he's listening and he's giving us another like, and we get that time in the algorithm. Then it benefits us. So keep hating.
All right, bruv. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. What are we gonna call this one?
I don't know. What do you want to call it? Bruv?
I just thought that. Bruv.
Spell it.
BRUV.
Bruv, that's okay.
And what did we call yesterday's? We didn't decide.
Just stopping the steal is what I put on there.
All right, it's stop the steal.
Stopping.
No, it's stop the steal, isn't it?
No, stopping the
it's
steal.
stopping? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Stop the steal is what he said. Stopping the steal is
It's the
what
documentary. Okay.
It should be bruv. A word from the others. No, I was going to try to make it so people understood what it was. But
just bruv.
Just bruv. Okay. All right. How about some those dates that we're wondering why we're doing at the end? But this is the
Some
end.
men just want to see the word Biden.
Some people are not happy, man.
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If it ain't you, baby.
All right.
Some people want diamond rings. I'm sorry, go ahead.
September 26th to the 29th. We're going to be at the Tommy T's in Pleasanton, California. That's this week while you're listening to the podcast. So if you're in the Bay Area, Northern California area right there, come on down. October 4th, Royal Oak Music Theater at the Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. October 5th, the Apollo Theater in New York City, one night only. October 11th through the 13th. We're going to be at the Improv in Orlando, Florida. October 17th, we're at the Vancouver Playhouse in Vancouver, British Columbia. October 18th through the 20th, Spokane Comedy Club in Spokane, Washington. October 25th through the 27th, the Improv in Tampa, Florida. October 31st through November 3rd, we're going to be at the Chicago Improv. November 8th, Hawaii Theater in Honolulu. November 15th to the 17th, West Nyack Levity Live up there in New York. November 21st to the 24th at the Improv in Ontario, California. Always happy, man. November 29th, we're going to be at Texas Trust CU Theater in Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm losing my voice. December 13th through the 15th, Raleigh Improv. December 19th to the 22nd, Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. And December 27th at Pikes Peak Comedy Center for the Performing Arts in Colorado Springs. And December 28th, the Paramount in Denver, Colorado. Those are the dates. Those are the times. Those are the places. That's a show?
I think that's a show, bruv.
We got to be ready in 28 minutes.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit spearsburgpod.com.